Shalom, shalom, Israel, giving all praises Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushua, Bashim, Chakadash. Double honors to the elders of GMS, Woo, Wow, salutations to you. I came out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity, risking your freedom, and you like to do so more so now than ever before. Because we are etching even closer to the time which the prophet spoke about, the men of GMS being a prophecy, Lord willing, and a reward shall come as the same. But these times, clearly tells you what was being taught to us is starting to come to pass. So this is Ezekiel 33, verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. Right now, a prophet means, to say. Fet means pro means before. Fet means to say. So when you consider a prophet, it means to say before. So what are you saying before? An event that was supposed to take place. You're telling somebody that it was supposed to take place before it happens. So if we say, the MOTB is the RFID chip and it comes to pass, that means we had a prophecy. We were prophets, all right? So this is just another example of the prophecy. This is another extension. So once again, this is from zerohedge.com. It says 300 migrants set free by feds in U.S. with tracking devices, phones. Based on new findings, Department of Homeland Security data collected by Syracuse University Transactional Records Access Clearinghouses, TRAC, found Immigration and Custom Enforcement had more than 300,000 migrants enrolled in the federal's government alternatives to detention program, according to the Daily Caller. Right. So usually when ICE comes, ICE is Immigration and Customs Enforcement. When they come, and that was like a meme a couple years back, where when ICE kicking your door, they take you and deport you back to wherever country you came from to crack down on immigration, even though Babylon is the great melting pot. But what they're doing now, or what they did, was give these quote-unquote immigrants a phone with a tracking device in it. Tracking device, up to 300,000 migrants, tracking devices. And they had to enroll in a program instead of being deported, just to give you a little, scenario of what's going on. So continuing on, it said each migrant enrolled in a program is monitored via phones and tracking devices and set free in the U.S., pleased to roam as they wish, which we know that, I forget that movie, but it's like, it's a whole bunch of advertising saying you're being controlled by, look, don't focus. All of this is being tracked, even down from our TVs, laptops, phones. Everything's being tracked. Everything is being monitored for things that you say. It's going to be tracked. All right. So this is just showing you that if they was going to do this for migrants, they're definitely doing with the common folks of the U.S. And perfect example of that is that whole thing with Facebook. The guy, the whistleblower, I forget his name right now, but he exposed the spying on U.S. citizens that the federal government does. All right. But reading on, it says, as of September 24th, the ATD program had 316,700 migrants, up a whopping 266% from when President Biden took office in January 2021. An ICE PowerPoint slide shows each immigrant is given a phone with facial recognition technology and a GPS monitor device that allows authorities to check in on the enrollee for compliance. All right. So, Daily Caller pointed out the Government Accountability Office report from June showed that a quarter of the migrants who were taken out of the program fled. GAO's analysis found ATD cost taxpayers a whopping $2 billion per year on roughly 361,218 per day to operate. All right, and it's all coming from taxpayers. They just blatantly rob you. So I'm going to read the last paragraph. This means the Biden administration is releasing tens of thousands of illegals on city streets with tracking devices, while some ditch these devices and are never heard from again. All of this is happening. The southern border crisis rages on while the Customs and Border Protection encountered a record 2 million migrants between October 21st and August 2022. Maybe giving illegals a smartphone and letting them loose is not the best idea. But the reason why I want to bring this out is because that is a prelude, and I'm sure it was an experiment. They knew what was going to happen. It's a prelude to what's to come. Shalaki, just keep track of the time. Revelation 13, verse 16. And he calls it all. Literally means all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or on their foreheads. Right. So what is this mark, man? In the Quran, man. Mark means an incision, insertion. And who is the all? I mean, who is the he? Esau Edom. The E's. Those of the top, the elites. Is going to cause all, whether you're small, great in society, status-wise, whether you be rich in the society or you're poor, free meaning a civilian, or bond meaning in jail, to receive a mark in their right hand or on their forehead, which is also a tracking device. But verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So you won't be able to buy or sell unless you had this mark. All right? It's going to get real spooky, man. It get real spooky. They already did that with the jump shot. And a lot of people, lost their jobs, wasn't able to get employed again. So they clearly showed you that it was nothing for them to shut down society, to enforce their will. All right, so we just gotta pray, man. I hope the Lord have mercy on us, because times are gonna get very, very bad. But though we be scared, we shouldn't be fearful. All right, and let our fears overcome what's right, which is to deny it. To serve the Lord. But that was just this total tracking device is just a prelude of things to come, So with that, I want to say shalom.